Okay. Hi, today is Tuesday, October 1st. I'm City Manager Jane Brautigam. Welcome to our latest community update about flood recovery efforts here in Boulder. We have several areas to cover today. While we all have seen parts of the devastation left by this flood, one of the things our community has been asking is how much of our infrastructure was damaged overall, and what is it going to take to recover? Late last week, we released what we're calling a preliminary assessment that places the damage to city-owned buildings or properties at nearly $49 million. As city manager, I fully expect this number to increase as there are parts of our system that are still underwater or debris and could not be fully evaluated. But this report, provided to the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, represents our best faith estimates so far. The report is a critical first step to seeking reimbursement from the federal government for costs associated with natural disasters. It is important to know that the city's estimates do not include damage to private property or homes. It is essential that individuals work with FEMA and the Small Business Administration, in the case of businesses, to help these agencies understand the needs that individuals have for assistance. If you have not already done so, please register with FEMA at www.disasterassistance.gov. You must do so within 60 days of the start of the floods to be eligible for aid. Because Boulder is in a fortunate position in terms of having emergency reserves, we've been able to make some decisions without having to wait for federal aid. One area in which this has been particularly true is debris removal. On Thursday of last week, trucks from Swingle Inc. in Denver began rolling through town collecting flood debris from in front of individuals' homes. In the first wave alone, from Thursday through the end of the weekend, these trucks collected almost 400 tons of flood-related materials. They'll be making a second wave of pickups this week, with a focus on appliances and other larger items they could not haul away during the first collection. The city is also continuing its partnership with the Center for Hard-to-Recycle Materials, where the public can drop off electronics and other recyclable items. Fees are being waived for items that are clearly coming from flood-related areas. Remember, electronics like computers and televisions cannot go to the landfill, so we are seeking your cooperation in keeping these materials separate. The city's contract with Swingle is for 3 weeks of curbside pickup, so there is still time to take advantage of this public service. Speaking of public service, let's talk about our volunteers. They are, in a word, amazing. The city has partnered with Foothills United Way, using the nonprofit organization's Volunteer Connections computer portal to pair those willing to help with city departments and flood recovery projects. Open Space and Mountain Park started putting these volunteer crews to work for trail repairs and mitigation last week. And over the weekend, more than 130 people gathered at Scott Carpenter and North Boulder Parks, ready to work. At these two sites alone, these community heroes logged 295 hours of unpaid and invaluable assistance. Many came with their children, eager to give back to our community and teach an important lesson about civic action and pride. Another cleanup effort is planned for this upcoming Saturday at the Boulder Reservoir. Those who would like to volunteer for this and other initiatives should go to boulderfloodinfo.net, go to Volunteer Opportunities, and then select the link for City of Boulder Flood Recovery. There you will find a variety of projects. You can choose the ones that best fit your interests and schedule and register right online. In addition to these great opportunities for individuals and families, Boulder is also benefiting from the tireless work of organizations, from church groups to environmental clubs, from student organizations to business owners and nonprofits. The spirit of giving during this time of need couldn't be stronger, and we couldn't be more appreciative. We know that many people are in need of not just volunteer help, but also the work of skilled contractors. To address this need, the City of Boulder has enacted an emergency rule for contractor licensing. This rule allows contractors who are licensed in other jurisdictions the opportunity to obtain a temporary license in the city through October 16, 2014. Contractors must show proof of licensure with another jurisdiction and the proper proof of insurance. This temporary license is free of charge. As a result of this, residents may notice many new flood contractors in town seeking work. The city encourages property owners to use good judgment in hiring contractors. Some steps you should take before agreeing to any contract include: have the contractor provide proof of licensure with the City of Boulder, even if it is a temporary license. Ask for and call references to learn more about the company and its record of work and contractual relationships. And contact the Better Business Bureau to check the company's record. The city continues to waive the fees associated with most permits obtained for flood repairs and restoration. As a general rule, if you are doing more than removing carpet or making simple drywall repairs, you will need to obtain a permit and have the work inspected by a licensed city building inspector. City inspectors are trained to provide life and safety as well as quality insurance inspections. Our work as a community and as a city is a long way from over. Starting today, many of the city departments that have been housed at the Disaster Assistance Center will be returning to their home offices, but they remain ready and able to connect those who need help with valuable resources. In addition, federal officials with FEMA and the Small Business Administration will remain at the Disaster Assistance Center's location at 5495 Arapahoe Avenue, 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. until further notice. Our partnership with federal, state, and county officials has been incredibly helpful, and we will continue to collaborate closely. That's all we have for now, but before we end, I want to put in a quick plug for our City Council meeting tonight. Starting at 6 p.m., we'll be reviewing both the progress that has been made since the September 11th floods, as well as setting a series of overarching goals as we move toward future work plan items. I invite you to watch the meeting live on Comcast Channel 8 or on the internet at www.boulderchannel8.com, or watch for an on-demand video of this portion of the meeting that will be available by the end of the day on Wednesday. In the meantime, if you have questions for our staff recovery team, please feel free to email us at boulderfloodinfo@bouldercolorado.gov. Also, continue to monitor our website, boulderfloodinfo.net, for important updates. Thank you, and stay safe.